Grab a beer and drop your pants, single wife and kiss the friends. It's the Man Show. When you're jumping out of fire, yank your favorite private bar. It's the Man Show. It's a place where men can come together. Look at the cans on this chick named Man Show. Man Show, Man Show. Chucky goes on trampolines, talking to some blue jeans. It's the Man Show.
And now goes to the Man Show, Joe Rogan and Stanhope.
You loud and mouthy mother truckers. See how I covered for television?
Good job.
See, Man Show audiences are known to be somewhat rowdy and excessive and drunk and mouthy. You may think that you're badass hecklers, but I just came up against the most brutal heckler I have ever come up against in 13 years of comedy. I was in Minneapolis, and there was a guy yelling at me from a chair with no arms and no legs. There's nothing in the world that you can say to come back without looking like a completely insensitive ass bag. Like, what are you gonna do? I don't come down to where you work and pull the catheter out of your piss bag while you're broken-hearted in a chair.
It just goes to show that certain people can get away with things in society. Like, for example, people think that the biggest benefit to being handicapped is parking. But it's really the ability to be an unadulterated jack-off and never get punched in the face. It's true. You know? If I walk into a bar and I accidentally bump into your drink, somebody always wants to fight me. But if I had no legs, I could roll over your foot, take a dump in your daiquiri, call your girlfriend a pig, and you'd still probably have enough pity to help me wipe my ass.
It's true. And it's gonna be a little bit cool. That's why every group of people who are just kind of screwed up try to claim handicap status. It's just for the perks. And some of the perks they don't even need, like fat people who get handicapped parking. Great. That's what the 700-pound guy needs, is a spot closer to the groceries.
Some people try to say that alcoholism is a disease, so you let them off the hook for being sloppy drunks. But unless you got so drunk that you got cerebral palsy, don't think I won't punch you in the neck for being a dildo.
If I had more money like this was real TV money, I would hire myself a horribly crippled guy just to be my own personal prick. A guy that's so wrecked that no one could possibly say anything back to him. You could get pulled over and have the guy lean out the window and tell a cop, "Hey, why don't you go cavity search yourself, you mother..." Even an LA cop would have a hard time justifying beating up a guy with a back brace and a head halo. Unfortunately, there aren't personal pricks, so we settled for the next best thing. A singing blind guy with an earpiece. We set up on the boardwalk at Venice Beach and secretly relayed messages to our Man Show blind guy so that he could heckle unsuspecting pedestrians.
My dog could kick your dog's ass. My dog could kick your dog's ass. Sarah, Mama's gonna kill you when she sees your tattoo. California teenagers just like sluts. California teenagers dressed like sluts. Green hats are gay. Green hats are gay. Hey, brother, you might want to eat a little less. You might want to try some Slim Fast. Green shorts, no shirts, bad news. You've got a nice ass. That hair is crazy, your hair is nuts. That hair is crazy, your hair is nuts. Run, 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 Jackie Chan. Run, 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 Jackie Chan. If I had a red tank top like that, I would wear it. I'd burn it. Burn it up and throw it away. Something like that. Going on vacation with your parents really sucks. Hey, Snoop Dogg, no offense, but I know you're in a gang. This is the worst bicycle race I've ever seen. Worst bicycle race I've ever seen. I got my arm around my woman to compensate for no hair. Mother and daughter, I'd never had sex with a mother and daughter. I love you. Do you ever smear peanut butter on yourself and have that dog lick it off? Mama, you sure do look good in stripes.
Thanks for the entertainment, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
The guy who just shook my hand. I wanna fight you for your woman. I wanna fight you like a crazy blind man should.
Hey, Aaron, how you doing over there? What's your score?
Oh boy, I'm raising hell over here, I'll tell you.
All right, we'll be right back with more of the Man Show, as it were.
Last April, mountain climber Alan Johnston was hiking when he fell and his arm became trapped under an 800-pound boulder. After 5 days and countless attempts to dislodge himself, he was confronted with a grim choice: cut off his arm or die. The decision he made that day has earned Alan Johnston the title Man Show Man.
Johnston actually cut through the flesh and muscle of his arm with a dull pocket knife and then had to smash through the bone with a rock.
This dude had cast iron balls, and that's why we made him a Man Show Man, and we are happy to have him here tonight. Please welcome Alan Johnston, ladies and gentlemen.
Alan, welcome to the Man Show.
Thank you.
Alan, at what point in your ordeal did you make the decision to cut off your own arm?
Well, Doug, it was a life or death decision. I knew that if I didn't do something drastic, I was going to die.
Wow, that's the knife?
Yeah.
Wow. Man, what did it feel like to cut off your own arm?
What did it feel like? Maybe you didn't hear me, Doug. Maybe you weren't listening. I cut off my arm and smashed it with a rock. It hurt.
You know, I mean, we feel bad about what happened to you, but I gotta say, man, you are a badass, dude. I mean, you cut off your own arm. You're a man's man. I bet there's just a lot of chicks just throwing themselves at you.
Yeah, you know, a lot of you two-arm guys think that, but let me give you the one-arm truth. Chicks don't dig a stump. You know who likes a stump? Gay dudes.
All that, and you haven't gotten any poon out of the deal.
Well, I did hook up with one girl, but I told her I lost the arm in 9/11.
Wow. So, have you been able to work since the accident?
No, I haven't. I was in modeling. I was a left-hand model.
Yeah, that's tough, but insurance had to help cover some of the medical bills, right?
No, they're refusing to pay. Apparently, self-surgery isn't covered in my plan. And even if it were, I'm not one of their approved providers.
Wow. Man, that sucks. I mean, you can't get a break, can you? You know, no job, no insurance, no girls.
No arm.
I mean, I guess times like this, you seek comfort in your family.
Well, actually, they're afraid of the stump. My little 6-year-old daughter is just horrified by it. The first time she saw it, she kept crying and crying. She finally stopped because she had to vomit.
Wow, that's cool. You know, we've got a great treat set up for you. We're really excited.
Here on the phone, live from London, it's Rick Allen, the one-armed drummer from Def Leppard.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate. How's it going? Welcome to the club, mate.
Thanks.
Hey, you know, you seem like a pretty good bloke. You know, maybe we should get together sometime. Maybe we could, I don't know, clap, or maybe we could open a jar, or perhaps have some corn on the cob or something.
I'll think about it.
Anyway, mate, you know, give us a ring when you're over on this side of the pond, and once again, welcome to the club. Cheers.
You seem like a nice guy.
Well, Alan, it's been a pleasure having you here.
And actually, we got you some gifts. A book entitled Chicken Soup for the Soul of the Guy Who Cut Off His Own Arm.
That's a great book. It's got a lot of whimsy. You're gonna love it.
Thanks. All I need now is chicken soup for the guy who has a gun in his mouth.
Oh. Well, and, you know, because a hero like you shouldn't walk around, you know, with like an ugly stump, we got you a cap for your, you know, when you take it off, so it just looks smoother.
It's a nice smooth stump to put on your thing.
What? Is there something wrong with my stump?
Come on, man, it's kind of scary. You got like that whole turkey leg thing hanging off of that.
You mother.
All right, be cool. Hang on.
Let go!
Calm down.
Let go!
What are you doing? No! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Now I can do Oprah.
When we come back, two of my favorite things, midgets and porn!
Welcome back. You know, being a man is about standing up for yourself. It's about fighting for what you believe is right, especially when it involves midget porn.
Several months ago, I ordered a Jack flick called Sexual Experiences with Midgets. I rush ordered it to my house, only to find this movie contained one solitary midget in one scene. I mean, were they trying to count the kind of short girl with the big head as a midget? I contacted the company for a refund and an explanation, and I was met with dead silence. I wrote a series of letters, made call after call to politicians and consumer advocates, but no one had the guts to stand up to this country's dastardly midget porn cartel. So I had no choice but hit the streets and do my own investigation. I started at a place they pride themselves on looking out for the little guy. the Better Business Bureau.
Not long ago, I ordered a pornographic film. Title of the film, Sexual Experiences with Midgets. The first scene had a male midget, finished in an inordinate amount of time. The second segment was a girl of slight in stature, but she wasn't a midget. Came to the Better Business Bureau, pants at my ankles, credit card receipt in my hand, shut the door in my face.
That I don't think I can help you with it.
It sounds like you're passing the buck a lot here. Other people, more informed people, might say that the Better Business Bureau themselves is deep in the pocket of the midget porn industry.
No, I don't believe so. I think some of your complaints, though, are just, they're outside of the mainstream of what most people are used to dealing with.
Gary, are you going to look me in the eye right now and tell me that you have never sat down in the privacy and comfort of your own home in front of the widescreen TV with midget porn in the VCR and masturbated naked, spinning clockwise, kind of like Curly from the Three Stooges, where you're trying to chase your own penis with your mouth, leaving crop circles in the carpet? Are you going to tell me that's never happened?
Doug, this interview.
You can't just walk away from this, Gary. There's more than just me out there watching this stuff.
We needed a porn industry insider who would be a man and wasn't afraid to talk.
Now we're calling in the big guns, top of the food chain, the king of porn himself, Larry Flint.
Well, first of all, I would say you got ripped off.
Yes, I did.
You should have bought a Hustler video, because when we use midgets, we always make sure there's at least 2.
See, that's quality. That's quality control. It's a businessman who cares about his product just for our right to blow a nut to a decent magazine. And I'd like to ask if I could smell your fingers.
I just came from the studio today.
Today I am a man.
After smelling Larry Flint's fingers, I knew exactly what I needed to do next. So I went to a doctor and got treated for nose herpes. Then I went back to the quest for midget porn justice with a visit to the former mayor of Santa Monica, Michael Feinstein.
Why is it that no consumer advocacy group, no government branch is willing to help me find recourse on what was an obvious burn in midget-related porn? Do you think you'd care more about midgets if they had the right to vote?
Personally, I think maybe we're better off that they can't vote. Anyway, I felt it was time to get a little person's perspective on this, so I sat down for an interview with major midget porn star Bridget the Midget.
If a movie is going to represent itself as having midgets, plural, it should have at least 2 midgets, don't you think?
I would hope
Then let
so.
me ask you this, Bridget. You did a movie called Double Midgetation.
Yeah.
It says on the box, a crash landing on Earth of a spaceship with 2 midgets.
Yeah.
Bridget, look me in the eye and tell me how many midgets were in that movie.
I played 2 character
You
roles.
played 2 midgets, but there was only 1 midget.
Come on, like in the porn,
Impeach Bush! Impeach Bush! Impeach Bush! Impeach Bush!
I'm going straight to the top. It's time someone did something about it. I don't know what these people are all about, but I'm sure it's related.
Wherever there is injustice in the porn industry, you can count on me, Doug Stanhope, to be there to fight for you when you're too ashamed to do it yourself.
Doug, you are truly the Rosa Parks of midget porn.
Thank you very much. Stick around. There's more Mad Show right around the corner.
Juggy Consumer Reports.
Our first product today is a FlowJet 2000 shower head. In our tests, it worked really well in all 3 settings: spray, stream, and jet. If you're looking for an entry-level shower head, you can't go wrong here. We give it an 8. Next, we reviewed Cabernet wines. There's the expensive Prochet from France and the inexpensive Glencairn from Napa Valley. Surprisingly, both these wines tasted much the same, subtle and muted. For its value, we gave the Glencairn a 7, while the Prochet just gets a 3. JC Rockenbecker came out with his new light microwave popcorn this week. It's got 2/3 less calories but still has that soggy movie theater taste we love. The J.C. Rockenbecker Light gets a 10.
That's all the time we have.
Girls on trampolines.